This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so till now what we see is how to create the account and the basic things which are required for our general purpose understanding as far as the AWS is concerned. Okay, so today we will see how to launch a server. Okay, so as AWS we are using mostly 90% to use for the server. For the usage of server only, AWS we will be using. Okay, because the servers are the only thing which we will be using in huge numbers. అంటే మనకి ప్రతి ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ లో ఎట్లా అంటే సర్వర్స్ ఎక్కువ కావాలి, లైక్ 2000 సర్వర్లు 3000 సర్వర్ వరకు కావాలి. అప్పుడు ఏటవుతుందంటే కాస్ట్ చాలా ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది. సో ఆ కాస్ట్ బర్డెన్ ని తగ్గించుకోవడానికి మనం ఏం చేస్తాం అంటే ఏడబ్ల్యూఎస్ ఎక్కువగా యూజ్ చేసేది ఈ పర్పస్ కి. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒక 1000 సర్వర్స్ పెట్టాలి అంటే ఫస్ట్ కొనుక్కోవాలి, అదొక బర్డెన్. మళ్ళీ ఆ 1000 సర్వర్స్ కి మనం ఒక బిల్డింగ్ అయినా తీసుకోవాలి పెట్టుకోవడానికి, సో అదొక బర్డెన్. సో అలాగా రెండు ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, సో ఆ రెండింటిని తగ్గించుకోవడానికి మనం ఏం చేస్తాం అంటే వర్చువల్ గా క్లౌడ్ లో తీసుకుంటాం. సో దట్ కొనాల్సిన అవసరం ఉండదు, ఎక్కడైనా పెట్టాలి అంటే అక్కడ అవసరం లేదు, ఎవరెక్కడ ఉంటే అక్కడికి ఇచ్చేయచ్చు. ఓకే, కొండం అంటే ఎలాగా, మనం పని అయిన తర్వాత పేమెంట్ చేస్తాం. సో ఇనిషియల్ గా 1 month వితౌట్ పేమెంట్ వెళ్ళొచ్చు మనం. సో అదొక రిలాక్సేషన్ ఉంటుంది, రైట్. సో ఈ 1 month లో మనకి రెవెన్యూ కూడా జనరేట్ అవుతుంది అండ్ వీ కెన్ ఇన్వెస్ట్ దట్ అమౌంట్ ఇన్ పేయింగ్ ద బిల్స్. So in both way we will be saving ourselves here. Okay, so let's see how to create a server. Okay, how to launch a server. So just do one thing, go to the services page. Okay, do control minus కొట్టండి, control minus చేస్తే స్క్రీన్ మినిమైజ్ అవుతుంది. కంట్రోల్ మైనస్, యా, ఇంకా కంట్రోల్ మైనస్ టు మినిమైజ్. నో కంప్లీట్ మినిమైజ్ చేసి ప్లస్ కంట్రోల్ ప్లస్ టు ఇంక్రీజ్. యా, నౌ అడ్జస్ట్. నో చూడండి అమ్మా కరెక్ట్గా. యా, ఇంకా 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 చాలు. స్క్రీన్ ఏమైంది మళ్ళీ ఒకేసారి లెఫ్ట్కి వెళ్ళిపోయింది, పైకి వెళ్ళండి. యా, ఇప్పుడు కంట్రోల్ ప్లస్ కొట్టండి. నౌ ప్రెస్ కంట్రోల్ ప్లస్. ఎస్, అగైన్ వన్స్. ఫైన్, visible to everyone, right? Normal mode. Do one thing, go to services. Okay, go to the EC2. Okay, EC2 refers to Elastic Cloud Compute. Sign up is almost complete. Okay. ఏమైంది? ఓకే, click on complete your AWS registration. సిస్టమ్ లో అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి ఫోన్ లో మ్యూట్, సారీ, సిస్టమ్ లో మ్యూట్ చేసి ఫోన్ లో అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి. చెప్పండి ఏమైంది ఇక్కడ?
ఇక్కడ వీసా అని ఉంది కదా సార్, ఇక్కడ వీసా డెబిట్ కార్డ్ సార్.
ఓకే,
ఇక్కడ పెండింగ్ అని చూపిస్తుందండి.
అవునా? ఆ కార్డ్ లో అంటే సారీ అడుగుతున్నాను అనుకోండి, అమౌంట్ అయితే ఉంది కదా 2 రూపీస్.
ఉంది సార్, అమౌంట్ అయితే
అంటే వర్కింగ్ కార్డే కదా, వర్కింగ్ కార్డ్ ఉంది కదా.
1 month నుంచి వర్క్ చేయట్లేదండి మామూలుగా అయితే.
అంటే ఏం లేదు, కార్డ్ వర్కింగ్ అయితే మీకు ఇమీడియట్ గా అవుట్పుట్ వస్తుంది. వర్కింగ్ కార్డ్ లేదు, కొన్ని కార్డ్స్ మనం యూజ్ చేయం కదా, సో అట్లాంటి కార్డ్స్ ఏమైనా ఇస్తే ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ సమ్ టైమ్ టు వెరిఫై.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే
సార్, మేము క్రియేట్ చేయాలా సార్ అకౌంట్?
ప్రతి ఒక్కరు who is learning the AWS course, everyone has to create the account, then only you can practice. మ్యూట్ చేసేయండి everyone. Okay, everyone who is learning the AWS course, he has to create the account. Then only he can learn.
సరే అంటే ఇప్పుడు రైట్ నౌ చేయాలా సార్?
రైట్ నా మీరు ఇప్పుడు చేయాలి అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీకు అకౌంట్ లేదా, క్రియేట్ చేయలేదా మీరు?
లేదు చేయలేదు సార్.
చేయండి, అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి. ఎందుకంటే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి అంటే అకౌంట్ లేకపోతే ప్రాక్టీస్ అవ్వదు.
పెట్టిన తీరా.
Okay. Can you mute caller 1? Who is caller 1? Caller 01. Okay. EC2 లోకి వెళ్ళండి. ఓకే, కంప్లీట్ యువర్ AWS రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ కొట్టండి. అక్కడ కాదు, క్లిక్ చేయండి. Okay, fine, Rahul. Just a second. Actually, here's some billing problem is coming. Okay, card details change చేయండి. Give new card details. వేరే ఏదైనా డెబిట్ కార్డ్ ఉంటే హైడ్ చేయండి, డెబిట్ కార్డ్ రికార్డింగ్ సెషన్స్ ఇది. స్క్రీన్ షేర్ ఆఫ్ చేయండి. Okay, please be careful whenever you are putting your debit card or any card details. Okay, the session is getting recorded. Amma, screen share off cheyamma.
Yes, sir.
Screen share off cheyandi. Stop screen share అని ఉంటుంది చూడండి, మీరు పైకి వెళ్తే. Yes. Okay, ఇప్పుడు మీ కార్డ్ డీటెయిల్స్ క్లియర్ గా ఎంటర్ చేయండి. ఎంటర్ యువర్ కార్డ్ డీటెయిల్స్ ప్రాపర్లీ. See, Rahul, if you want to check it, you can check in your EC2 dashboard. Okay, we are going actually there only. Okay, so just a minute. Actually, she is creating the account. Once it's done, we will come there. So that's today's topic: how to launch the server. Okay, yeah. Meanwhile, Ramani, you do that things. You enter your card details. Meanwhile, we will share. Is it done? There's just 1 minute. We'll see, or else we will go.
Hello, Deepak.
Yeah.
Anything is going on, Deepak?
No. Actually, she is giving her card details, so that's why I'm waiting. Once it's done, we will start. Ramani, is it done? Have you entered the card details? Okay, Rahul, you can share the screen. Yeah, Rahul, you can share the screen. Continue today's topic, and then later in the last we can see problems. Hello, Rahul. Anyone who connected from machine?
No.
Come on, speak up, guys. Total 21 members are there. If no one is speaking, how could I train?
Is that? Can you come again? Hello.
Yeah, so my screen is shared to you guys, right? Done. So if you didn't speak, I'll go fastly. I'm telling you very clearly. I don't want these mute classes. You have mouth, you have your chat boxes. If you doesn't understand, ping. Okay, fine, it's up to you. Am I clear? My voice is audible?
Yes. What is the next step
So
after
I
entering to
share my
EC2?
screen.
So if you want to launch your servers in the compute section, you have your EC2 part. Okay, so go to that EC2. This is your EC2 dashboard. It will look like this. Okay, so this is your EC2 dashboard. These are the EC2 things which we need to do on our daily day-to-day activity. This is entire thing is your day-to-day activity as an AWS administrator. Every day your work will be on these things only. Okay, so if we complete this thing, mostly half of our syllabus will be completed. The EC2 dashboard, most important part for any AWS administrator or else a DevOps administrator, for both you guys, it will be the same. Okay, so here you have your instances. So what does mean these instances means? Whatever the servers which you have taken till now, so those server counts will be shown to you here. So present I don't have any server with me, so it is just showing 0. Okay, for example, if I take some 10 servers, okay, if I launch some 10 servers, so here the count will show 10. Okay, out of 10, I am running only 5 servers, and other 5 servers are in stop state, or else I have just terminated. So that running servers details I can see here. Okay, running server details I can see here. Okay, in this running instance session. Fine. So the next thing. Okay, after that, it is elastic IPs. What do you mean by elastic IPs? Elastic IPs means anyone have any knowledge on IP?
Means internet protocol, sir.
Yeah. So in every machine will be noted with the name of some IP address. Okay. If the every machine or any device like our phone or else our PC or anything, if it wants to connect to the internet, then definitely it should be connect with some IP address. An IP address will be allocated through which the machine will run on the internet. Okay, so in that way, we have two types of IP addresses, static IP and dynamic IPs. So dynamic IPs means whenever you start your server or stop your server or restart your server, the IP address will change. Okay, IP address will change. For example, in your phone is also having an IP address. Okay, so if by today night after you sleep, okay, before sleeping you will just switch off your internet, and tomorrow morning again you will connect to the star, you will mobile data you will on. At that time the previous IP will change, and once you on your mobile data again, new IP will become. So those things are called as dynamic IPs, means dynamically your IP address will change. Static IP refers to fixed IP. We need to buy it from the IP section, and after that it is fixed. Okay, no need to change anything. It will not change even you start your servers, restart your server, stop your server. Whenever whatever you do, the IP address will be fixed. So that fixed IP address are called as static IP. In AWS, we can see it as elastic IPs. It is fixed. Okay. Next, key pairs. Key pairs are important thing. Key pairs we will be using to launch our servers. Launch our servers in the sense we can say to go inside our server. We can launch the server, but we cannot go inside the server to configure the application. So to go inside the server and configure that application, we require this key pairs. Okay, so key pairs వల్ల మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే సర్వర్ లోపలికి వెళ్ళి పని చేయాలి అంటే విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ కీ పేర్ ఓన్లీ ఆ సర్వర్ లోపలికి వెళ్ళగలం. Okay, placement would snapshots. Snapshots are nothing but the complete recording, just like logs. Logs అంటే ఐడియా ఉందా ఎలా ఉంటుందో logs అనేది? Logs or snapshot means nothing. Every activity which we do in our machine, it will be saved in snapshot. It is just like a recording session. Okay, whatever the activity you do, I go in this dashboard, I go to Gmail, I go to this cloud testing code, or I go to this supported format, or I go to some AWS. Whatever the activity or whatever the things I'm doing, everything will be stored in the snapshots. Okay, so snapshot is nothing but it is equal to recording sessions. Okay, next thing, dedicated host, leave it, I will tell you later. Instances I told, load balancers. So load balancers in the sense, see your load, for example your application is running. Okay, for example some Flipkart application is there. Okay, some Flipkart application. So that application is running on some particular servers. Okay, so if suppose one big billion day or something or some new offers has been, or it's a festival season came, automatically what will happen? Flow will increase. Usually 1 lakh users will sign in per second. What happened in the festival days? At a time, per second, more than 4 or 5 lakhs users will log in. Okay, per second. So what will happen? Pressure on the server will get increased, right? So what will happen? Server couldn't able to handle the request in at a time. So it will, what it will do? It will send it to the second server to handle the pressure. What if second server also gets filled? What will happen? Our application will stop. So to avoid that thing, load balancer is a section where we will be adding the additional servers. Okay, the 2 primary servers are there. Apart from that, we will be adding the additional sections, additional servers also. So that depends on the load. Okay, if load is heavy, okay, if the traffic is heavy, load will be shared with the additional server as well as the primary servers. If the load is less, only primary servers will take care. Okay, it is just like a simple train. ఓకే, లోడ్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది అంటే ఏం చేస్తాం? అడిషనల్ బోగీస్ యాడ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, అంటే క్రౌడ్ ఎక్కువ ఉందంటే, క్రౌడ్ నార్మల్ గా ఉందనుకోండి, ఏం చేస్తాం? నార్మల్ ఏదైతే ఎలాగైతే నడుస్తుందో అలాగే వెళ్తుంది ట్రైన్. లోడ్ ఎక్కువ ఉందంటే ఇంకో 4-5 బోగీలు ఎక్స్ట్రా వేస్తాం. ఇది కూడా అంతే, లోడ్ ఎక్కువ అయింది అంటే 4-5 సర్వర్లో, 5 సర్వర్లో, 10 సర్వర్లో అడిషనల్ గా యాడ్ చేసుకుంటాం. సో దాట్ ఏటవుతుంది? లోడ్ అనేది డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవుతుంది, ట్రాఫిక్ అనేది డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవుతుంది అన్ని సర్వర్స్ కి, అప్లికేషన్ ప్రాపర్ గా రన్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, your application will run properly, traffic will be distributed to everyone. Yes, we have to pay for the additional service, we have to pay again. Okay, clear till now? Now security groups. Security groups are important because how to go inside the server, how to configure the server, which port your application is getting launched, everything you need to define in this security groups on. So without this security group, you cannot able to go inside your server, you cannot configure an application inside the server, or else you cannot launch the application in web. Okay, you cannot launch the application in web. If you want to launch the application in web, you need to give the security rules here. Okay, you need to enable the ports here in security group, then only your application will be launching here. Okay, so for every server, security groups will be created. Clear? Okay, then. So next, volumes. Volumes are nothing but the additional space. It is just like we can say the additional hard disk. Okay, manaki hard disk elag untundi additional. So if our server is hard disk is full, if the server storage is full, then we will be creating the additional volumes and we will be attaching that volume to the servers. Okay, so in this way our work will be done. Like if suppose our default volume given to our servers is 8 GB defaultly when we are doing the practice. Okay, for practice session default volume is 8 GB. Okay, and it is free. Okay, so when we are running an application, 8 GB is not sufficient, so we will be adding more volume, we require more volume. So at that time we can create our own volumes here. Okay, and we can attach that volumes to our server. Okay, clear? So brief introduction about the dashboard part. Fine. Next thing, so how to launch the server? Fine. So to launch the server, here in the bottom if you come, you have a blue color button, sorry, orange color button. So here if you click here, you will be getting the launch instance option. So click on this launch instance. So these are the operating systems. Okay, we call it OS. Okay, operating systems which are completely free to us. Okay, see here if you click a free tier only, just click on here, whatever the free tier eligible operating systems are there, you will get the list. Okay, these are all the operating systems, so you can use any of the operating systems for your purpose. Okay, if you doesn't find the proper operating system which you want, మీకు కావాల్సిన ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ మీకు ఇక్కడ దొరకలేదు అనుకోండి, if you doesn't find here, you can find in this marketplace. AWS marketplace is there, where you can find another few of the operating systems. You have to just search here with the operating system name and you can get it.
Deepak,
For
your
example,
voice is not hearing.
okay, you cannot able to hear my voice, or all cannot able to hear my voice, or only one?
Yeah, now it is
Some
audible.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's audible.
Fine. See, for example, I'll type CentOS here and I'll try to search in the quick start here. I'm in quick start, okay? So I'll just try to find out CentOS. See, I couldn't able to find the CentOS in the quick start. So if I doesn't find any if you doesn't find any operating system here, you can find that operating system here. See, another 659 available servers are in marketplace. If you doesn't able to find your server in marketplace also, you can go to the community AMS. See here, more than 2,500 servers are there. Servers in the sense operating systems are there. Okay. So see, if I go to the marketplace, I can find my servers. I think Sandhya, for everyone it is clear. For you only it is not. Because the rest of the guys are able to hear clear. Okay. So
Hello?
see here you. Yeah, Sandhya. Rest of the guys are able to hear it
దీపక్ మీ
clearly.
వాయిస్ వినిపించట్లేదు.
మిగతా వాళ్ళకి క్లియర్ గా ఉందండి. హలో హలో. Rest of the guys can able to hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Fine. So we can find out the servers here also. Okay. So if for example I have clicked, so if I want to choose any of the versions, see version 6 is there, 7 is there, other 8 is there, so many are there. Okay, so whatever the version according to your requirement, whatever the version the client will ask you to select, you have to select. Okay, so for example, basic things CentOS 7 I'm just selecting, so I have to just click on select here. Okay, just click on select. Guys, just one minute. Meanwhile, you people can read the screen. Okay, see here, whatever the servers which we are taking, right? For taking that, you will be getting charged. So how are the charges? Per hour charges you can take. Okay, hourly charges ఎంత పడుతుందో చూడండి. ఒక్క 2 minutes. Okay. Sorry. So ikkada ante you can see the list in the sense how your server will get charged and which server will get how much charges to you per hourly basis. So it will show you here. Okay, depends on this. You need to select the server, which server you will be selecting. Okay, fine. So see here, for example, if it's a T2 Nano, it will be like 0.006, like 6 paisa per hour. It will charge you. If you take for T2 more than that, it will be, so according to that your charges will be there. Okay, clear now. So don't get confused here and here. Okay. So normally everyone will get confused. I will tell daily, but everyone will. So idi veru, idi veru. So if you want to come down, come in this section, come down, click continue. If you try to continue here, it won't work. Okay. You have to come here, click on continue. Can mute please?
దీపక్ ఇది T2 నానో T2 మైక్రో అంటే ఏంటి?
చెప్తాను నెక్స్ట్ మ్యూట్ చేయండి నేను చెప్తాను ఒక్క సెకండ్ వన్ సెకండ్ ఒక్క సెకండ్ నాకు స్క్రీన్ రిజల్యూషన్ అక్కడ సెట్ అవ్వట్లేదు క్లిక్ అవ్వట్లేదు ఓకే సో టు క్లిక్ ఆన్ కంటిన్యూ this screen will come. Okay, so from choose AMI means you have choose the machine image. Okay, CentOS is the operating system. Now you are choosing coming to the next part. Okay, so in the next part is you need to select the server, what server you want. Okay, you need to select the server, what type of server you want. What type of server in the sense, see here basic server is T2. T2 refers to, T2 Nano refers to, you will be getting a server with 0.5, that is 512 MB of RAM. Okay, 512 MB of RAM will be given to you. So 512 MB of RAM, we cannot run any server, right? So depends on our requirement, we will be selecting the server. For example, 1 GB of RAM, we can configure the server for the practice purpose. Okay, as the server load is not at all heavy, so for 1 GB of RAM we can do it. So that's why 1 GB is free, it is given here. Okay, free tier eligible. So for you also, practice purpose, use only 1 GB server, free tier, it is clearly mentioned, free tier, nothing will charge to you. If you use 0.5 you will get charged, if you use 2, 4, 6, anything you use, it will get charged. This is your free service. Okay, when it comes to the real time, okay, when it comes to real time project, when we work in our offices, we will be using this MPID servers are there, right? MPID. Okay, these servers in the real time we will be using. If suppose in the interview section, if someone asks you what type of servers you are using, okay, what type of servers you configured inside in your environment, then if you say I server T2 micro or T2 nano, he will say go out simply. Yeah, okay, he will say simply say your tutor has not teach you properly, clearly. Okay, so in the real time we will be using this MPID servers, and mostly we will be using this server. Okay, MPID 2x large, because here 8-core CPU will be coming, server speed will be very high with 32 GB RAM. Okay, RAM is 32 GB. So for to run a deep server, by default the RAM of the server should be at least 16 GB, maximum 32, 64, 128, whatever the it will be. If you are running some SAP applications, minimum 128 GB of RAM is required, or else 64 GB, at least 64. If you are running some other e-commerce applications and all, yes, 128 GB of RAM is required, because load will be in lakhs. Okay, traffic will be in lakhs. At a time, 10 to 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs users will log in. So your server cannot able to handle that traffic. So that's why minimum how much the RAM is inside there. According to that, the traffic will be adjusted. Okay, so in your real time, you will be using this MPID service. Remember this thing very, very, very clearly. No one will say we used T2 micro, T2 nano. If you tell immediately, the next moment he will ask you to go. Simple. Okay, so for practice purpose only we are using this T2 micro because it is free. Okay, so Next, after this, you need to go to the next configure instance. Okay, total 7 steps are there. So first thing we have choose the one operating system. Second thing we have choose one server. Okay, so this server and this operating system and the server we have choose one. Right? So next we need sorry guys, actually my system is the last
Sir, your voice
session. It is
clumsy, sir.
started off.
We can't hear you.
For your batch only these things are just a just a second. So am I clear now? I have connected one other device.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So understood, right? The second step. So first step we have chosen the operating system. Second step we have chosen the server. In which server we have to log in. Okay. Next step, configure instance details. Here in this section we can see how to configure the instances. So in the demo, I think I told you, you people remember that I told you we can launch n number of servers at a time. So okay, 10 to 15 servers or 100 servers at a time we can launch it. So here in this configure instance details, number of instances is there, right? So here you can give, if you give instead of 1, if you give 100 at a time, 100 servers will launch with the same operating system and the same server configuration. 100 systems will log in, will launch, you can launch within 30 to 40 seconds. Okay, so for example, we can see for the practical session I will give 5. Okay, we can see 5 servers has to log in at a time. Okay, so this rest of the things we'll tell you one by one. Okay, not now, but yeah, in the later stages, one by one we will cover all these things in the configure instance details. Fine. Next, go to add storage. If you click on add storage, as I told you, the default volume provided, the default storage provided to us by the AWS is 8 GB. It is free. Okay, so if we want to change it, we can change it. Okay, suppose I want to make it 30, I can make it 30. So up to 8 GB you will be not getting any charge. After that, as it 30 GB, so 22 GB extra, right? So for 22 GB extra you will be getting charged. Okay, so in this way the charges will be there, not from, or else if you want to add additional volume, you can click here on additional volume. Okay, you click here, you need to add your volume, what type of volume you are getting added, those things and all you need to add here if you want to add. If you don't want, you can just remove it. Fine. So defaultly it will be 8 GB and it is free, no charges will be there. If you add more, it will charge you. Fine. So default storage is 8 GB. Next, add tags. Tags refers to, you have to give some name to your server, right? So what name you will be giving to your server, you can mention here. So for example, and we can change the name here also, means we can give name here also, and once your server is get launched, you can change there also. So in both way you can do. So here remember one thing clearly, okay, blindly keep this thing in mind. Key will always be the name. Okay, it will always be named, always in anywhere. Entire AWS, you will find these tags, entire AWS. Wherever you find these tags, key always be the name, value you have to give some this like this. So I have given some demo server name. Okay, so my server when get launched, demo server is the display name. Okay, display about demo server name the display outside. Next thing, configure security group. So here configure security group means whenever you are launching your server launching the server means system ni ready cheyadam ante launching the server in the sense, see we are just establishing, means we are just assembling our system now. Okay, we are putting the hard disk, we are putting the RAMs, we are putting the operating system, so assembling is going on. Okay, but we didn't go inside the server yet. So to go inside the server and start working, we have to give some security groups here. So security groups here defaultly SSH will be there, means through SSH mode, that is secure socket shell. Okay, or you can say secure shell also, anything is fine. So secure shell, okay, through shell script. Okay, default one shell script will be there. With the help of that we will be going inside our server. Okay, don't get confused, launching the server is different, going inside the server is different. So to go inside the server we need this SSH compulsory. Okay, so if you want to run the application, or if you want your server to run in browser also, you have to click on this add rule option. So just click on this add rule option. So here you have to select it HTTP port. Okay, so HTTP port means you are enabling your internet port. Okay, so to run internet in your browser, HTTP port should be there, must and should be there in your machine. If HTTP port, hypertext transfer protocol, HTTP, this port number is disabled, you cannot connect to your internet. Okay, if this port number is disabled, you cannot connect to your internet, not in your server, even your mobiles also. HTTP port is defaultly it is enable, default ga enable untadi. Ee port gani disable lo pettukunte మీకు మీ ఇంటర్నెట్ అనేది కనెక్ట్ అవ్వదు. Okay, so to run the internet, to run the our applications in web, we need to enable the port. So by adding rule, click on this HTTP, see defaultly 80 came, right? So we have enabled the internet port also, so that whatever the application we run inside the server, we can now run that application in browser also. Okay, because we have given the permissions here. Clear? Next thing, just click on 6 steps done, right? Seventh step is review and launch. Just review means nothing, whatever the things. So we have taken CentOS server. Okay, and hourly charges will be 0.0 per hour, that is it is free server. Clear? Okay, hourly charges will be 0.0 free server. After that it is T2 micro, right? We have taken T2 micro. See in the security groups we have given enabled 22 port and 80 port. Okay, next instance details. So these are all default, leave it, not required. Go to the storage, check the storage. Default space is 8 GB, right? Free, same thing. Go to the tags, what tag name we have given, demo server, right? So demo server. So just a review thing, if you want to edit something you can edit here. Okay, you can edit here. If you want to particular respective things you can edit. After that just click on launch. Once you click on launch, it will ask you for the key pair. I have explained the key pair things to you, right, in the AWS dashboard. So key pair will be unique. Okay, key pair means whenever you download your server with launch your server with one key pair, it is providing you the additional security. Okay, so if we launch the server with one key pair, when we try to go inside the server, it will ask this key pair. Okay, it will ask this key pair. So if you are the author, then you only know that through which key pair you logged into the server. Okay, అంటే మీ దగ్గర కీ పేర్ ఏ కీ పేరుతో మీరు లాగిన్ అయ్యారో అది మీకే తెలుస్తుంది, మీరు ఓనర్ అయితే. సో మీరు సర్వర్ లోపలికి వెళ్ళాలన్నా సరే ఏ కీ పేరుతో అయితే లాగిన్ అయ్యారో ఆ కీ పేరుతోనే మనం సర్వర్ లోపలికి వెళ్ళగలము. ఓకే, డిఫరెంట్ కీస్ తో మనం లోపలికి వెళ్ళాం. ఓకే, కీ షుడ్ బి యూనిక్. ద కీ విచ్ యు ఆర్ డౌన్లోడింగ్, Okay, the key which you are giving while launching the server, the same key you have to give while go inside the server also. Both keys should be same. Okay, so if you don't have key pair, just in the initial way you have to select this option, create a new key pair. Okay, create a new key pair for the initial purpose. Later when you have the key, it will be choose an existing key pair and click on this, the existing keys will come here. లేటర్ తర్వాత, ఇప్పుడు కాదు. ఇప్పుడు మనకి కొత్తది కావాలి కాబట్టి క్రియేట్ అ న్యూ కీ పేర్. సో ఏ కీతో లాంచ్ చేయాలి? సో SSI@8. సో 8 PM బ్యాచ్ కదా, SSI@8 PM. దెన్ సంథింగ్ నేమ్ నేను ఇచ్చాను, డౌన్లోడ్ కీ పేర్. సో key pair is getting downloaded. You can see here. So it is downloaded. So when the key pair get downloaded, it will be downloaded in PEM format. Okay, it will download in PEM format. So defaultly whenever the key will get download, it will download in PEM format only. You cannot open this key. Please do not open. Just keep the key in your downloads only. Do not try to open or open folder, open or something. Don't do anything. It will be in your download section only. Don't do anything, please, I am telling you. Okay, so leave this thing here only. After that, just click on launch instance. So once you do the launch instance, you can see creating security groups, authorizing inbound rules, verifying entitlement of the product. Means whatever the product which we have taken, what product we have taken, CentOS is a product, right? That product. So now see your instances are now launching. How many instances I launched? How many instances I have taken? Anyone can tell?
5.
Right?
Five.
Instance number 5, instance number 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 instances, right? So 5 instances launch. Click on this view instance. So see, your instances are getting launched. So 5 instances, right? Got it? 5 instances at a single time we have launched it, and all are in running conditions. Different instance IDs, it's are in running. So now the developer can start doing can sit here and start doing his work. Got it? Within 5 minutes we have created 5 servers. In the same way, if it's a physical server, then it will take more time, right? If it's a physical server, even 1 or 2 days it will take you to assemble the systems. If it's a virtual server, within 5 minutes your servers are started. Now you can work on it. So if you want to edit the server name, you can do here also. See the pencil symbol is coming, right? So just click on that. So demo server 1, save it. Name will be changed. So demo server 2, save. 3, save. 4, save. That's it. So server names changed, right? In this way you can change the server names. Instance ID, status are running. Type will be T2 micro is the instance type. Can you please mute? Please mute it. Okay, this is important section. So instance type is T2, right? T2 micro we have taken. So this is important one. What one? Instance type. After that, status checking. There are 2 types of status checkings will be there. One is your instance status check. Second is your machine status. That is called as your system checking. So both checking should be success. Then only it will come 2x2 checks success. You can able to go inside your machine. One is your instance checking. Second is your entire machine checking. Both checking should be success. It will done automatically. You will not do anything. It will done automatically. Okay, so next part, alarms are not there. And which availability zone? I told you, right? Availability zones. So we are presently in Ohio, right? I am in Ohio. So in Ohio only, that is Ohio comes under US2. Okay, so see US2. So in that US2 only my servers has been created. Okay, DNS leave it, I'll tell you later. Public IPs, these are the IP addresses assigned to each and every server. So if you want to configure our server, run the application, these are the IPs. But problem is, if we start the server now and if we stop the server now again, and if we start the server again, this IP will get changed. If I stop this server and start this server again, this IP will get changed. Okay, so these are because these are dynamic IPs. Okay, so if we want to give static IP, it will be elastic IP. We need to borrow it from AWS. Fine. Again, monitoring is disabled. Security groups, you can see security groups, and you can see the key name SSI@8 p.m. right? So this is the key which we have downloaded and taken it to launch the server. Okay, and
I can't hear you, Deepak.
Your voice is blank.
I can't do anything now. I have connected from another device also. Now is it clear?
Now it is audible.
Yes.
Yeah. So in your real time, never ever try to reload it here. You will be get escalated. Okay. Refresh button is here. For every page it will be coming. Okay. Do not ever do the refresh here in your real time. Okay. Just do the refresh and check the status checking. Okay. See, all 2x2 checks are done. Now your servers are ready to launch. Okay. Servers are launched. Servers are ready. So now you can go inside the server and start working. Clear till now? How to launch the servers?
Yeah, but a small doubt.
Yeah.
ఇంతకుముందు కీ పేరు డౌన్లోడ్ అన్నారు కదా, సో దానివల్ల యూజ్ ఏంటి? డౌన్లోడ్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ చేయనప్పుడు ఓపెన్ చేయొద్దు అన్నారు.
సర్వర్ ఎలా లాంచ్ చేయాలో అర్థమైందా అందరికి?
Yes, sir.
7 steps are the అర్థమైందా? Anyone,
Yes, sir.
everyone got it? How to launch the servers?
Sir, got it, sir.
Yeah, good. Thanks for the response. So if you want to do take the additional details of the server, just click here. Okay, if you just click here, see in the bottom you will get the server details. Okay, in the bottom you will get the server details. You can see instance summary, instance ID, instance name. You can check it 0EB 0EB. Okay, instance name is demo server, IP address, the public IP address will show here, private IP address, both the IP address will be there. Public IP to run in web, private IP to run inside your server. Okay, inside your server this private IP will run. If you want to run any application in publicly in web, you will use this IP address. If you want to do any work, configuration work and all, you will be working in this IP address. So that's why public, private, it will be with you only, it will be with outside world. Okay, next, instance state is running, public DNS, leave it the DNS and all. Okay, see, T2 micro is the instance, right, which you have taken. Instance type is T2 micro. Fine. And CentOS is the operating system, right, which you have taken. So here is the CentOS, and which AMI and all those things are here. Next. Okay, so see here you can see what date and at what time your server got created. Okay, June 4 sometime it is created, and see through which key pair you logged in your server. Okay, it is SSI@8 p.m. This is more important. Okay, we will see in the later classes. Okay, in tomorrow's session we will be seeing the topic. So this is most important to inside the server. Next, yeah, who is the owner who launched the server? I am the owner, right? See, 102157. This is my canonical ID, right? 102157, right? So in this way you can able to take the server details initially. If someone asked you, give me the details of your server, give a brief description of your server, then you need to check here and tell them. Okay, you need to check here and tell these details. Understood?
Yes. Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, whatever I taught you, ask from that only, no other doubts. whatever, how the 7 steps we have taken, ask from that only.
Okay. If you want to delete one server means what can I do?
Yeah, that one we can delete it easily. See, it is fine, right, till now. Here, next, if you go to the securities, whatever the security group details we have given, right, security group, we have configured one SSH as well as one HTTP, right? Those things will be coming here in securities. You can see here 22 port and 80 port, right? 22 and 80 we have started, so both will be shown here in securities. Networking, leave it. Storage, go to the storage. How much storage is this default storage? Enta default storage
8 GB.
8 GB.
8 GB kada వచ్చిందా 8 GB ఇక్కడ ఓకేనా సో అది కూడా అటాచ్డ్ ఉంది సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ అటాచ్డ్ మోడ్ దట్ ఈస్ దిస్ 8 GB is attached to the server default storage. Okay, so in here you can able to see the entire details whatever we have configured, everything you can see here. So status checks, these are the status checks, right? Two types of checks will be there. I told you, right? System status checks, instance status checks. Okay, so first it will check the instance status here. Once it is cleared, then system status, the entire system status. If both are passed, your server will start. Okay, you will get 2x2 checks passed. Then you can go inside your machine. If one get failed, it will not go. Normally, it will be both will come clear only. Okay, no, never it get failed. So don't bother about this thing. So it will be 2x2 checks only. Clear? Now monitoring. How to monitor your server? So internally we can monitor our server from here also. Okay. So just a minute, it is getting loaded. The details are getting loaded. So see your dashboard. So CPU utilization, how much CPU you have utilized out of 8 GB, suppose 4 GB is utilized, it will show here the details. The statistics you will come here. Okay, status checks, system status checks and all those things will be showing here. So you can monitor your server from here also. Okay, no need to go depend on any other person. You can monitor your server from here also individually. For every server it will be like this only. Okay, so that individual monitoring you can do from here. Clear? Now next
Okay.
thing, so someone has asked the doubt how to delete the server. So it is simple, just select the server, go to the instance state and stop the instance if you want to stop it. If you want to reload, restart or reboot, both are same. Reload, restart, reboot you can do here. If you want to delete, it will be terminate instance. So click on terminate instance, terminate. Your instance successfully terminated. Got it? So just once refresh it, see it is shutting down the instance. That's it. After few minutes it will come as terminated. Okay, just refresh it again. So it's still in shutting down process. Once it is done, it will show you terminated. If you want to stop your server, select instance state, stop. Stop. It will be stopped, successfully stopped. Okay, message will display. Refresh the page, it is stopping. Okay, if you want to reboot it, select instance state, reboot. Refresh. Okay, it is in running. Okay, reboot, just restart IPN automatically. Clear? Terminated, stopped, rebooted. Okay, clear till now everyone?
దీపక్ ఇప్పుడు రీబూట్ చేసినా కానీ ఐపీ అడ్రస్ చేంజ్ అవుద్దా?
చెక్ చేద్దాం. రీబూట్ చేసినా చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇక్కడ చూసారా ఐపీ అడ్రస్లు పోయే, స్టాప్ చేసిన ఆన్ టర్మినేట్ చేసినాము. ఇక ఇది స్టాప్ చేసాం, ఐపీ అడ్రస్ పోయింది. మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే కొత్త ఐపీ అడ్రస్ వస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ రీబూట్ చేసినా పోతుంది. రీబూట్ అంటే రీస్టార్ట్కి లక్కే కదా, అది పోతుంది. ఓకే, చెక్ చేద్దాం కావాలంటే. సో 3.136 కదా. ఓకే, పోలేదు. నార్మల్గా అయితే పోతుంది రీబూట్ కూడా. సో అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. రీబూట్ అంటే రీస్టార్టే. సో రీబూట్ చేసినా స్టాప్ చేసినా ఐపీ అడ్రస్ పోతుంది, డైనమిక్ ఐపీస్ అయితే. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పటి వరకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా ఎవరికైనా? లాంచ్ ఎలా చేయాలి, సర్వర్ ఏంటనేది.
ఇంకొకటి దీపక్, ఇప్పుడు డీటెయిల్స్ అన్నారు కదా, డీటెయిల్స్ లో డూ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ కాన్ఫిడెన్షియల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇన్ దట్ ఆర్ ఎల్స్ ఏదైనా షేర్ చేయొచ్చు?
డీటెయిల్స్ లో కాన్ఫిడెన్షియల్ అట్లా ఏమి ఉండదు. అది నార్మల్గా ఇప్పుడు సర్వర్ లాంచ్ చేసాం కదా, ఆ సర్వర్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఉంటాయి అంతే. సో ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ తీసుకున్నాము, పబ్లిక్ ఐపీ ఏంటి, ప్రైవేట్ ఐపీ ఏంటి, డిఎన్ఎస్ ఏంటి, రన్నింగ్ లో ఉందా లేదా, ఇన్స్టెన్స్ టైప్ ఏంటి, ఆ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ నేమ్ ఏంటి, ఓకే, అండ్ అదర్ థింగ్స్. ఏ విపిసికి ఆ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ అటాచ్ అయ్యి ఉంది, ఓకే, దానికి ఏమైనా రోల్ ఏమైనా అటాచ్ చేసేము అంటే ఆ రోల్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఇక్కడికి వస్తాయి. స్టాటిక్ ఐపీస్ లైక్ ఎలాస్టిక్ ఐపీస్ ఇస్తే ఆ డీటెయిల్స్ ఇక్కడికి వస్తాయి. ఏ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ తీసుకున్నాము, ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ఆల్వేస్ లైనెక్సే ఉంటుంది మీకు, సో అది ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. సో ఇన్ కేస్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎనేబుల్ ద మానిటర్, ఇట్ విల్ డిస్ప్లే హియర్, మానిటరింగ్ ఉందా లేదా అనేది ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో ఆల్ ద డీటెయిల్స్ విల్ బి హియర్ ఓన్లీ, దట్స్ ఇట్. సో డీటెయిల్స్ నార్మలే, ఆ సర్వర్ తాలూకా డీటెయిల్స్ ఇక్కడ వస్తాయి అంటే బేసిక్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఇది. ఓకే, క్లియర్ టిల్ నౌ? సో టుమారో we will connect.
చెప్పలేదు, కీ పేర్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేయడం వల్ల యూసెస్ ఏంటి?
అది చెప్తున్నా. మీరు అంటే ప్రెసెంట్ ఉన్న టాపిక్ కోసం ఆలోచించండి, రేపు వచ్చే టాపిక్ కోసం రేపు మాట్లాడదాం. ఓకే, సో ప్రెసెంట్ we have launched the server. So launching the server, all steps are clear. Then tomorrow we will go inside the server. So I told you initially when I explained, to go inside the server we required the key pair, right? So the key pair which we downloaded now, we need it to go inside the server. Okay, సో ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేసాము అంటే సర్వర్ జస్ట్ లాంచ్ మాత్రమే చేసాం, సర్వర్ లోపలికి వెళ్ళి సర్వర్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్స్ ఏమీ చేయలేదు. సో జస్ట్ ఒక మషిన్ అంటే మీ సిపియు రెడీ అయ్యి వచ్చింది అంతే. సో నౌ వి నీడ్ టు గో ఇన్సైడ్ ద, అంటే సిస్టమ్ ఆన్ చేసి లోపలికి వెళ్ళాలి ఇప్పుడు. సో లోపలికి వెళ్ళాలి అంటే వి రిక్వైర్డ్ ద కీ. విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ దట్ కీ పేర్ ఓన్లీ వీ కెన్ గో ఇన్సైడ్ ద సర్వర్. ఓకే, సో దట్ పార్ట్ వీ విల్ సీ టుమారో. Okay, tomorrow same time we will be connecting, and that part we will be seeing how to go inside the server. We will be seeing tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow same time we will be connecting. Don't forget, if you forget I can't do, because tomorrow important section again, we will be installing the putty servers and all, and we will be seeing this part, how to go inside and all. So if you miss it, I can't do anything. It will be difficult to repeat it for me, because it is important one and it will take time. So don't miss for tomorrow, that it's weekend, I am in leave or something, please don't do that thing. So join for tomorrow. We will be completing other tomorrow, how to go inside the server and how to configure, and those things we will be seeing tomorrow's session. Clear?
Done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So doubts unnaya emaina inka evarkaina? Anyone has any doubts?
No, sir.
No, fine. No. Just do the practice, listen to the video. We will connect tomorrow and we will go inside the server. Fine? Clear? Clear then. Yeah, chalo. Bye-bye.
హలో
Yeah.
సార్ ఇది
చెప్పండి.
వీడియో సెండ్ చేస్తారా సార్ తర్వాత క్లాస్?
అది మీకు డైలీ వస్తుందండి మేనేజ్మెంట్ తరఫు నుంచి. రాకపోతే ఒకసారి అడగండి, నేను చెప్తున్న వాళ్ళకి కూడా ఇప్పుడు వీళ్ళకి వీడియోస్ రావట్లేదు అని చెప్పి. సో అందరికీ వస్తుంది, ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి డైలీ వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? ఓకేనండి.